Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Dolittle. So Dolittle is a movie starring Robert Downey Jr., and it's based on the classic Dr. Dolittle movies, and it follows the story of this crazy guy who can basically talk to animals, and it follows him as the queen requests him as she is slowly dying, and he must find the antidote, which is on some mysterious island in the middle of nowhere. So he is recruited, and he has to go and try to find it and save the queen's life. Dolittle was not a movie I was looking forward to. From the beginning, I had some really bad suspicions about it. The trailers were just way too serious for a Dolittle movie because it's Dr. Dolittle. It's a very silly movie. It's a very silly kids movie, and this one did not look very good. From the trailers, it looked like it was taking itself way too seriously. I just didn't see any kids being interested in it, and add to that, it had an $175 million budget. So this movie really did need to perform, and it didn't. It did awful at the box office, lost Universal tons of money. So my expectations going in were low, but I don't think the movie is quite as bad as a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying that it's already the worst movie of the year and probably one of the worst movies from the past few years. I don't think that it's quite on that level of bad, but it's still, don't get me wrong, it's terrible. It's especially with the editing. I think that was the biggest problem with this movie. I felt like not only are certain scenes too short, not only are certain scenes too long, there's just certain shot composition that doesn't make any sense. And it was very, very bad with timing. There's a joke early on where Dolittle asks for certain things and it cuts to another animal who's not giving him those things. And the reaction time that's needed to grab something else just wasn't there. It felt like it was out of an animated movie with no suspension of reality. And this movie is live action, so obviously there needs to be some reality to it. But it's not even that. It's that there's stuff like that throughout the movie that just makes you feel very confused. And they even go to some island at some point where they meet a tiger. And when they got there, it took me a couple minutes to realize, oh, we're off of the boat now and we're in this place, because the cut to that place was just so sudden and abrupt. And overall, the movie's pacing is just really wonky. Certain scenes feel really long, certain scenes feel really short, and it's just overall not a well done movie. The CGI also looks terrible. I mean, for $175 million, I was hoping that it would look like at least some quality. I mean, that was probably one of the things I was looking forward to most, was that maybe we would see some quality animal CGI, and we didn't. It looked absolutely awful. The acting, too, feels like it's out of an amateur movie. Like, the characters, they're all very, very cliche-ly written. Even Robert Downey Jr., I don't know what he's doing in this movie. He has a really weird accent. He's talking in really weird ways. The child actors are absolutely terrible. There's absolutely no getting around that. And the villain in the movie is like classic mustache twirling villain. He is that level of cliche. So nothing in this movie feels like it belongs. In the end, I think it was just a problem with tone. You had all these kooky, weird elements of an animated kids movie mixed in with this film that was based in reality that was trying to have a sweet message, and the two just clashed and didn't work together, and it made for a really messy movie. I wouldn't recommend going to see this one. There's nothing really redeemable about it. I don't think it's like a 1 out of 10. I don't think it's a 0 out of 10. It's not one of the worst movies I've ever seen or anything like that, but it's definitely not well done. I will give Dolittle a 2.5 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Dolittle. So, what are your thoughts on this movie, or what do you think of the original Dr. Dolittle movies? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.